Breaking news, the Chicago Bears are shaking things up after their tough loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Major roster moves are already underway, and this could change the direction of their season. But who's in, who's out, and what could it mean for the future of the team? Stay tuned, because this update is going to surprise a lot of Bears fans. Before we dive deeper into this breaking story, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you never miss the latest NFL news. Now, let's get into it. After falling short against the Vikings, the Bears wasted no time making adjustments. Chicago has officially signed defensive back Dallis Flowers, a Chicagoland native known not just for his defensive play, but also for his explosive skills as a return specialist. But when someone comes in, it means someone else has to go. In this case, the Bears released defensive back Tre Flowers from the practice squad. This move signals that the Bears are still searching for the right balance on defense, and it raises another big question: who could they target next to strengthen the roster even further? Dallis Flowers isn't just another name being added to the Bears roster. This guy brings a rare combination of grit, speed, and versatility. At 28 years old, standing 6 feet 1 inch and weighing 196 pounds, Flowers carved his path into the league as an undrafted free agent, and he's been battling in the NFL for 4 seasons now. What makes this move especially intriguing is timing. With Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Josh Blackwell all nursing injuries, the Bears are thin at cornerback. Flowers fits perfectly here. Not only can he step in as a nickel corner, but he's also a dangerous weapon in the return game. And let's not forget, he's a Chicagoland native. For a player who grew up around the city, playing for the Bears isn't just another stop in his career, it's personal. You can almost picture him as a kid watching Devin Hester highlights and dreaming of wearing navy and orange himself. Looking back at his college days at Pittsburgh State, Flowers was electric. In his senior season alone, he racked up 573 yards on just 17 kick returns. That's an eye-popping 33.7 yards per return. Those are game-changing numbers, the kind of numbers that can flip field position in an instant. If Chicago calls him up, he's not coming in as just a depth piece. He's coming in as a spark, a player who can provide immediate energy to a roster that desperately needs it. Dallis Flowers isn't just fast, he's explosive. During his college career, he took 2 kick returns all the way back for touchdowns, including one that stretched an incredible 98 yards. When he hits the open field, defenders are usually chasing shadows. The Bears already did a respectable job in the return game last night, but with injuries piling up, including lingering hamstring issues elsewhere on the roster, Flowers could step in and provide that extra spark immediately. And he's not only a returner. As a defensive back at Pittsburgh State, Flowers showed he could cover ground and make plays. In his senior season, he racked up 21 tackles, 16 of them solo, along with 4 interceptions, 10 pass breakups, and a pair of tackles for loss. That's the resume of a true ball hawk, a player who has the instincts to find the football and the speed to turn defense into offense in a heartbeat. Physically, the numbers tell the story. A blazing 4.43 40-yard dash, a 10-foot 11 broad jump, 32-inch arms, nearly 10-inch hands, and an impressive 6.98 three-cone drill. That blend of speed, length, and agility makes him the kind of versatile athlete every team is hunting for. This isn't just a depth move. Flowers is the type of player who, if given the chance, can tilt the field in Chicago's favor. He brings energy, versatility, and that raw athletic edge the Bears have been trying to inject into their roster. This isn't the first time Dallis Flowers has been tested at the professional level. Over the past 2 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts, he suited up for 20 games, starting in 5 of them. Across his NFL career so far, he's recorded 38 tackles, with 30 of those being solo stops, along with a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and 3 pass breakups. Not flashy numbers, but solid production that proves he can hold his own when called upon. Primarily known as a special teams weapon, Flowers also provides depth at nickel corner. And with injuries to Kyler Gordon and Josh Blackwell still creating uncertainty, the Bears may have no choice but to elevate him sooner rather than later. His ability to contribute in multiple phases makes him a valuable insurance policy. Of course, this move also comes with a tough decision. To make room, Chicago released veteran defensive back Tre Flowers. At 6 feet 3 inches and 200 pounds, Tre had shown flashes throughout training camp and brought plenty of NFL experience to the table. For now, he hits free agency, and while a return to the Bears isn't impossible, it's likely another team will take a close look at him. In the end, it's a reminder that the Bears are in a constant state of evaluation. They're moving pieces around quickly, trying to find the right mix of youth, athleticism, and experience to keep this roster competitive. Now, while the signing of Dallis Flowers has grabbed attention, he might not be the only move the Bears are considering. With the roster still battling injuries and depth concerns, Chicago's front office could be keeping a close watch on other free agents available right now. The Bears' needs are clear: they want speed in the secondary, reliability on special teams, and playmakers who can step in immediately if starters go down. That makes this a crucial window to evaluate talent still on the market. Whether it's another defensive back, a rotational pass rusher, or even a veteran presence to stabilize the locker room, the Bears may not be done making adjustments. Every signing at this stage of the season sends a message. For the Bears, it's about flexibility and preparation, being ready for whatever the next few weeks throw their way. And if they see a player who can add depth or elevate the energy of this roster, don't be surprised if another move happens sooner rather than later. The Bears may not be done just yet. Even though their pass rush looked solid in the last outing, this is a position group that general manager Ryan Poles has said time and time again can always be upgraded. And with the current free agent market, one name still stands out: Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney, the former number 1 overall pick back in 2014, is now 32 years old but continues to prove he has plenty left in the tank. Over his career, he's suited up for 6 different franchises, from the Texans and Seahawks to the Titans, Browns, Ravens, and most recently the Panthers. And no matter where he's played, one thing has remained consistent: he finds ways to disrupt games. With 140 career appearances and 127 starts, Clowney has piled up more than 400 tackles, 58 sacks, and nearly 4 separate seasons of double-digit sack production, falling just one short on several occasions. He's a proven run stopper, a reliable edge presence, and a player who knows how to collapse a pocket. Last season in Carolina, Clowney reminded everyone he's far from done. In 14 starts, he posted 46 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 11 quarterback hits, and a total of 58 pressures. Those are impact numbers, especially for a veteran in his 11th season. If the Bears decide to pursue him, Clowney could give Dennis Allen's defense not only another proven pass rusher but also a stabilizing presence up front, the kind of addition that could tilt games late in the season. Clowney is the kind of veteran who can still tilt the field. He's got experience, production, and the ability to bring leadership to a locker room that's trying to find its rhythm. For the Bears, a signing like this wouldn't just be about adding another name to the roster, it would be about injecting proven talent into a defensive line that could use more depth and reliability. At the same time, it's fair to note that a player of Clowney's stature may be weighing his options carefully, perhaps leaning toward joining a contender. Still, the Bears have shown life on defense, and if the front office believes they're close to turning the corner, a move like this could be exactly the kind of spark that accelerates their progress. Yes, it's still early in the season, and yes, there's a long way to go. But one thing is clear: this team is not standing still. Whether it's Dallis Flowers adding versatility in the secondary, or the possibility of a veteran pass rusher like Clowney arriving in Chicago, the Bears are making moves to stay competitive. The pieces aren't all in place yet, but if the defense keeps performing and the offense finds its rhythm, this season could still take an unexpected turn. The next few weeks will tell us a lot about how serious Chicago really is.